Hey guys, get ready with me today to go to work. So, I don't know about you guys, but today was the first day of school. I have a senior and a 7th grader, and I'm hurting. I'm hurting right now. I'm very close with my boys, and the thought of either one of them not under my roof, it just kills me, okay? And don't get me wrong, like, I want my kids to thrive. I want them to become the best version of themselves, wonderful, contributing adults to society. But it doesn't make me less sad that he is not mine anymore. That I am going to have to let him go on his own path. I always say to my kids when they were little, Steve would get so mad at me because I'd always say, like, when I tuck them into bed, "You're never gonna leave me, right?" And their little faces are like, "No, Mommy, I'll never leave you." And I'm like, "You're gonna live with me forever, right?" And they're like, "Yes." So I just wish that could be the case, but we all know it's not. So this year, I'm sure, is gonna go super quick. But I'm excited for him because he's excited, But I'm trying to be, a little bit more excited for him. But he's got to give me time. Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, me and my sister own a tap house here in town and pizzeria. So that's what I do. Funny story. So you're thinking, oh, she's got like restaurant experience. Like, she must know what she's doing. Fuck no. Have I been a bartender? Nope. Have I been a server? Nope. Have I worked as a hostess? Nope. Have I ever worked in a restaurant? Fuck no. So you know what we did? We opened a damn restaurant. So that has been my life the past few years. We've actually been open for 2 years now, and we're worked through our kinks and found out what worked and what didn't work. And so to make things even more stressful, we're like, shit, the first one's gone good. Let's open a second one. So that's what we're doing. So we're starting construction right now on our second location. So that is a whole new stress ball because, we don't have enough stress in our lives. And, my husband owns his own business. So it's like, why not? Let's just pile it on. So yeah, today on Wednesdays, we always do our manager meetings. So for the most part, they're productive, they're good. But then there's some days where I'm not happy with the way things are going, or, employees, or whatever the case may be. So today is one of those days. And I always dread going in on these days because, Nobody likes to be like that person, right? Like, I don't want my employees to feel like I'm always hounding them or like you're not doing it right or you're not. But at the same time, like, we have really high standards for our restaurant. And I think that's why we've made it so successful within the first year, going on 2 years and now opening another one, because we do have high standards. We're really big on customer service. And maybe that's where us never being in the restaurant industry has helped, because our expectations are like way up there, right? So the cleanliness, customer service, quality, like we're, sticklers on that. And we're just the type, we're busybodies, right? So if there's downtime, like, of course, we want you to socialize, kind of take a few deep breaths and, but after that's done, we expect you to find something to do, right? And I think we're still struggling with making that clear. So there's me again. And if you knew my sister, she's the older one, by the way, much older. If you knew her, she's known as the nice one and I'm known as the mean one. Because, and let me just tell you, she has the same exact feelings as I do. She agrees, like, we talk about everything before we have our meetings and what we're going to touch on, what we need improvement on, encouragement, all that kind of stuff. And she's very opinionated too. But when it comes to relaying that, the not so good news, she's like the mama bear, right? Like, she's like, okay, you say it, because so everybody looks at me like when I come in and they're like, oh, fuck. Like, I come in and when she comes in, they're like, oh, we love you. So it's whatever, but I'll take on that title, because do I give a shit? Nope, not really. As long as my business is going good, things are being run properly. But you know what? If you do your job and you know that you're doing the best of your ability, then you shouldn't have any problems with your boss or the owner of the establishment. You know what I mean? And I don't come across as like yelling at them, like, why did you do this? And, or, you should have known to do this. No, like, I take the approach of, this is what we're expecting of you. This happened. So I don't want to see that happen again. So let's learn from it, kind of thing, But when I say it, and I have to say it multiple times, then I get not nice, right? I think that's normal. So yeah, I've had to get not so nice a couple times, because I've had to point out a couple times that, hey, we've already talked about this. They're adults. If you don't remember discussions, or you don't remember new processes going into place, then ask. And we always say nothing's a dumb question, right? Like, and we learn as we go, because like I said, we've never been in the restaurant industry. So we also love to take advice from people who have been in the industry, And so I think that's what sets us apart too, is that, it is a family-owned business. So we don't have to abide by what all these other chain restaurants or all this other, established restaurants do. We kind of just say, hey, this is what we want and this is what we're going to do. Oh, you think that's a good idea? You think that'll speed up a process? Great, let's implement it. So that's what's kind of cool, I think, about us. So yeah, I am gearing up for that today. And we are in the process of hiring for the new establishment. And nobody said that opening a restaurant, the hardest part of it is finding quality people. So I just expected to have people, like adults that are looking for part-time or part-time too, but adults looking for full-time employment. I just assumed that people are responsible and that they wanted to come to work, they wanted to show up, do their job well, get paid, go home to their families, and live their life. Boy, was I ever the fuck wrong. I don't know what it is to find quality people. I think we have our management team now that we've got great people. And that's the thing too, is like at the beginning of this, you know, like I said, we've never owned a restaurant or done any of it. And I think my sister and I fell into the trap of feeding into people's bullshit, right? So making excuses, oh, why I couldn't come into work, or I've been having such a hard time with my, you know, what is it? See, I don't even know because I don't even think that way, but like, you know, my mental health is not good, so I can't come in today, and you need to respect that. Well, I get it, right? There are some people that they've got tough shit going on, and sometimes they're gonna have to take off. I get it. But when you're doing it constantly and making excuses why you can't come into work, you're taking advantage. I mean, I'm just gonna call it what it is. You're taking advantage of our kindness for weakness. And we've run into that. Oh boy, have we run into that. So that was a learning process for us. My sister, on the other hand, she's still learning. She believes in anything anybody says. You gotta love her for it. But she is very, you know, oh gosh, they're having such a hard time. They're doing this. Let's give them another chance. Let's do this. And then, you know, you're just at the point now to where you've just seen and heard so much bullshit that you're just kind of numb to it, I guess. And you have to start looking at things as, I love these people as people, right? I do. And that's the thing, is like, I get caught up in the emotion of it too sometimes, instead of looking at them as an employee and as running our business and our livelihood. That's what our livelihood is, right? And instead of looking at it that way, we're like, oh, but they're such a great person. You know, they're so great. And which is true. But you have to realize at the end of the day, is this helping your business or making it worse, right? Or are you paying these people and you're not getting the quality of work out of them that you're supposed to be getting? So that's a real struggle. It is. So yeah, I don't look forward to a lot of those conversations, but they must be had. Okay guys, this is the finished look for my get ready with me to go to work. Speaking of the devil, my sister is here. She just got here for our pre-meeting meeting. Say hello. Hi. That's the nice one. So anyway, I hope you all have a fabulous day. Love ya. See you on the next one. Bye.